from the streets of the Bay Area. It's time for What Is It?
A nigga got time today. I'ma get it up.
Yo, what's happening? It's your boy G-Stack G-wayt, a.k.a. your favorite producer, a.k.a. Mr. Couple Bands. What is it? What's happening?
You already know what it do-ski. It's your boy Drewski.
And you are listening to the very first episode of What Is It podcast. I am your host. This is my co-host. And we're supposed to have a third co-host.
We are. What happened to him?
You know what? That is an excellent question. That is an excellent fucking question. Let's figure this out. Let's see. I called him earlier this morning. My man DK is also supposed to be doing this podcast. And I called him earlier. Called him at 8 o'clock this morning. When I went to go get me some lunch at 11.
Mm-hmm.
I called him. Called him again.
Right.
I got to the mall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in there, I'm getting some food, and he calls me back. Now I'm in the middle of ordering my food.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to miss this call. So I answer it in the middle of me ordering my food. And he's like, you know I'm on the phone. I'm like, yes, I know. Hold on. I'm trying to order my food.
That part.
And he's out with his girl. And for some strange reason, you know, he's like, I'm going to call you right back. And I'm like, Nick, bro, we got a show we got to do. So.
Did he forget? Did he forget?
That's what I'm saying. So, in the spirit of doing this in front of people, I'm going to call him. And I highly doubt he's going to pick up because I spent the latter part of this day trying to call him, get him to answer his phone. And I'm telling you, he's not going to pick up. He's not going to pick up.
It's crazy.
And if he does pick up, we got a problem.
We gonna have an interesting show.
That's what we gonna have an
interesting first show. That's what
that's you see what I'm saying? That's what I've been dealing with all day when I call him. But then when he calls me in the middle of trying to get some food, I'm the bad guy.
That's the problem.
So DK, when you see this, you need to show your happy ass to this damn seat so you can host this show.
There's a seat that's missing.
You agreed to this show. So that's the first thing off of the to-do list. As y'all saw, the intro said Drewski, G-wayt, and DK. So other than that, Ski, what's happening, man? How you been? What's on your docket? What's been? You got some big news. You got some moves that you've been making.
I just been putting things in motion, putting a lot of goals in motion. And, you know, the things that you write down, you gotta be able to and be willing to put in the plan in motion. So
that's the truth. Now you got something big happening, man. You about to walk.
Yeah,
you graduating.
I just finished with my last classes for my degree.
Yes, sir. And how do you feel?
I'm getting my associate's degree. Feeling grateful. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling like there's more to come. And okay. I'm just pushing on. I'm running.
Yeah, taking forever to roll that weed. That's what I'm seeing.
You know, taking my time because
taking your time rolling the boat, man.
Man, the boat is precious, man. You gotta show love to the boat. You can't just.
That's a problem.
Be rolling.
See, when I was actually smoking back in the day, it took me 5 minutes to roll a boat. It didn't take me that long, and in fact, I got so good at it that I'd have 8 rolls done by the time that this intro be finished. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is, like I said, the first episode to the What Is It podcast. You can find me on all social media platforms at GWAYT, at GWAYT. It is at the bottom of the screen, right here on my lower third. You can find Ski. Give me your handles, man.
You can follow me on Instagram at Drewski Loves Pips.
You got to spell it out. They might not know how to spell.
Drewski Loves Pips. DREWSKILOVE.
You're on
PIPZ.
camera. You can show where it's
can-
written.
It's follow me below.
And we recording right now out of Edge Studios with my man Paul. Paul is the man behind the plan.
Good brother Paul.
He's over here. He got my camera looking right. I'm right here. You know, he got another camera for me. He got me on like two other cameras. Here we go. Let's see. We got me over here. There you go. And then we got me on this camera right here. I said that's not the camera. That's the first camera. And then we got this camera. And as soon as our host starts showing up, he'll have his own camera too. Anyway,
In a real way.
back to the show, back to the more pressing matters. We gonna tap into this whole. Just so y'all know, this podcast is basically a show where I give it up for all the music that's coming out. It's a platform for me to open up about the opinions that I have about certain current events happening politically, non-politically, and it's a way to help motivate y'all to do something bigger later on down in your life. And y'all ain't gonna get that to the end of the show, so don't hold on. Just rock with us
In a real way.
Ski,
Brother man.
this Tory Lane situation, and
It's tough, man. It's really tough.
For those of y'all, you got to give some context, man, to what's happening.
For those of y'all that don't know, Tory Lanez has been stabbed, assaulted at the correctional facility,
Yes.
California correctional facility.
How many times did they get my guy?
Oh man, they got him 14 times.
14 holes.
14 holes.
14 slashes. Take 14 lashes.
Now, I'm not here to say that he didn't do it, or he's not guilty, or I'm not here to say that he is guilty.
Mm-hmm.
But 14 holes ain't player
No.
in a real way.
Nah. Somebody gonna poke you 14 times. They trying to kill you, so you need to, handle your business. We don't pray for Tory Lanez. Pray for a speedy recovery.
Definitely want a speedy recovery.
One of the things I don't like about this whole situation is how they're trying to incorporate Meg Thee Stallion into this whole situation.
Truthfully,
I mean,
I personally feel like she was the victim in the whole situation. She shouldn't be getting as much of the blame, if any.
yeah,
Because
see, here's where we kind of part ways. I personally feel like if you put somebody in jail and it comes out that he didn't do it, you should not be able to just live your life. And the fact that there's a possibility that he couldn't have done it, a possibility, according to what the evidence shows.
I agree, but I feel like that
I
should have been.
They should have brought it to the.
They
It should have
needed
been
to take
handled
that-
in the court.
That should have been handled in the court.
It should have been in the first
in
set.
the first trial,
But-
in a real way.
but
with new evidence, I'm not saying that she's at fault for the new evidence not being brought out in the first place, because she didn't even know about this. She didn't.
She
even
may
really
not have
know
known
about it.
about. She may not have known about it, but she knew that he got stabbed 14 times. So
She definitely did know about that.
a person who I put this person in jail, and now
Not to say that she should.
regardless, I
Yeah.
put this person in jail. There's a possibility that he didn't do it. I don't know what's true and what's false at this point.
Yeah, I feel like she just doesn't know what's true and
But-
what's false. But she shouldn't feel the need to
She shouldn't be coming out here
putting
like
guilt on anybody.
that's
at-
what I'm saying.
at
She
the
should
same
not be
time.
trying to like guilt trip people into saying this man shot me.
Yeah, I think that's
No,
really
it
the narrative
really
that she's
needs-
running with.
it really
if that's
needs
what
to
she
be,
feels
I'm gonna
like,
stay quiet. I'm gonna stay quiet.
Do you know that for surely, or do you know if your homegirl might be on some
I've been like
treacherous
That's what
maneuvers
when you drunk and intoxicated, that your opinion can be
skewed in a real way. And I'm not trying to say that any of these celebrities are perfect. They human beings at the end of the day.
Yes.
In a real way.
But I'm not going to like solidify and make a judgment call on something, especially if I was inebriated. You know. And I've been inebriated. I have told stories about some things that have happened and had been completely wrong about the story. Just off of the fact that I remembered it because I was inebriated. And I said, look, and I'll say prior to to me telling the story, hey, I was fucked up. Prime example, I wasn't fucked up, but you were.
Yep. No, I for surely was.
You.
I know I was.
I took you your best day. You should tell the story, man. Let's do it. We're gonna do it.
As I'm rolling the L.
As we rolling the L, we're gonna do this.
Finish rolling the L.
This is one of the
story about the highest day I've ever had.
Yes. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, I go by the name of G-wayt Da Producer because I make music, and I have a lot of friends in the industry. Let's just say, especially in the Bay Area, I'm one of the fortunate few to be connected with some legendary people, and it has granted me opportunities such as this one that we're about to tell you. This story.
Man, I was not prepared.
So what happened, man? Let's start from the beginning. What had happened?
I believe we were leaving. Wasn't it the MLK parade?
Yes. Yeah, it was the MLK parade, and we were in Richmond.
We were leaving El Cerrito
It might have been
El Cerrito or Richmond. We was up there.
Yeah,
we was up there.
And what did I ask you?
You said we was heading back to the back to the town,
house.
And we was passing through the area, and you asked me if I wanted to stop by the Schmab house.
What I actually said was, "Hey, have I ever taken you to the Schmab house?" Now, mind you, during this time, I think Up was out of here. Up was totally out of here.
Mm-hmm.
This was movie. P-Lo and Cool John had just did the first movie, the movie album, and that's how long ago it was because they just dropped movie 2. Shout out my man, Cool John and P-Lo. And so, I asked you, have I ever taken you to the Schmab house?
Mm-hmm.
And you looked at me like I just offered you.
Like you gave me 2 free tickets to go to Six Flags. I ain't been here in months.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't been in here a month of Sundays. I ain't never been in here.
Yeah, and you were young.
That's really what it was. I ain't never been there.
You were young, and this was your prime. You were just now like getting out there, smelling yourself, and you had a brother who was taking you places.
Coming back freshman.
Mm-hmm. So I took you to the Schmab.
Just became amazing.
That's another thing we had just been raised. And we were in this in this play. I mean, not play, parade.
Mm-hmm.
So I take you to the Schmab. Take you up to the doors. I knock on the door, and the first person we see. Who do you see?
Cool John.
You gotta say it in the mic, man.
Cool John.
You see Cool John. And I dap up Cool John because this is normal.
I'm like, how y'all know each other? when did this connection tap in?
And this is a first for many of your moments, because you are just now realizing that I'm actually who I say I am.
Yeah, Don. This was one of the first.
And I've been put into some predicaments, but this one was by far the best thing to watch. So we go inside. We go inside the Schmop house. You know, we chilling. See, you know, Louise in there chilling. You know, I see all the homies, everybody chilling, and Oops comes out the back, daps me up. Me and Oops, it's like my brother. Yeah. And you sitting there, you shocked out of your mind. Now, how long have you been smoking during this time? How long have you been smoking?
I probably had started like 2 years. I was like 2-3 years in the game.
Okay, so you were still
I was still kind of fresh. I mean, not fresh, but like I have been rolling for a minute.
But you were rolling that Atlanta.
I was rolling Atlanta weed
you
for the most
like,
part.
It wasn't like
I had just gotten back from
Morehouse.
From Morehouse. So I had been rolling for a minute.
But it wasn't like the shit wasn't hitting the way.
I was still learning my way around the weed. I was still learning my ways around the weed.
So Oops comes out the back and he says, "Oh, G-wayt, who's this?" I'm like, "This is my little brother." And he looks at Drewski and says, "Hey, what up, man? You smoke?" Now, I know Oops. Oops don't play. When he says he smokes, he smokes.
I'm just thinking
like he smokes. Weed. This is not no weed. This is some weed. This is some shit. And I'm looking at him, and then I look at my little brother in the and he has the nerve to say, "Yeah, of course. You ain't said nothing but a word. You ain't said nothing but." And I'm thinking to myself, should I stop this or should I create some entertainment, my own entertainment for the rest of the day? As you can clearly see, I chose the entertainment. That's the reason why we're telling this damn story. So what happened, Ski? What happened? Man. What happened?
Literally, all he said was, "We gonna go into the room and we gonna pack the bowl." Or it wasn't even a bowl. It was a bong. He had the bong. All he said was just clear the bowl.
Did you clear the bowl?
I cleared it. But I didn't expect to hit the bowl, and the bowl was gone.
Hit back.
You
got hit with a two-piece.
I got hit with a two-piece biscuit from Popeyes.
No,
extra
no
spicy.
No drink.
No drink. No bev.
No.
It was the ghost pepper.
My man was in there. How long did it feel like you were in there for?
Oh man, we literally sat down and we was like in there for like no longer than like 10 minutes. When I tell you, if I felt like I was in there for like 45 minutes to an hour. We turned on the movie when you came back in, and we was sitting there and we was just watching the movie. I was,
mind you, I'm in the room
faded.
I'm in the room. I'm chopping it up with Cool John, and we talking our talk. And I'm looking at my watch. They know I don't stay that long. They know I'm not smoking like that. There's probably a rare footage of me actually smoking. But I'm not smoking like that because I'm still high from the last time I smoked.
Exactly. He didn't even smoke.
I didn't
already
smoke.
Still, you know.
And here comes the Ski walking out of Oops's room. Glass, just see through. I'm talking. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Nobody is home. I clearly can see that my brother is not the way that I left him.
Outer space astronaut.
I dropped him off at daycare, and he was returned to me Not
I was
the
out
way.
of this world.
Not the way that I sent them. And so I'm looking at Oops, and I'm like, Oops,
They had me on Pluto.
what happened? He's like, he cleared the bowl. And I was like, oh, damn. I was like, what did you give him? He was like, nothing but it's all berries. I gave him the all berries.
But
I'm
I
like,
always,
oh.
but I always smoke.
I'm like, fuck.
What I always smoke.
I was like, fuck. All right.
He's used to this. Oops. Oops. All berries.
So I'm like, all right, man. All right.
Wasn't ready. Was not ready at all.
Cool John looks at me and he starts laughing. Oops runs back to his room.
Oops, there it is.
And now I got my brother, my little brother, that I gotta now take back to my parents.
Glass.
Just completely gone. I'm like, this is some shit. All right. Stage 1. we leave the Schmop house. He gets in the car. And I think I had to grab. No, you asked. You were like, I gotta eat something.
I was like, I need something. I don't know what that is. I need something cold.
He needed so we pull up. I think there's a Walgreens right around the corner. So we go to the Walgreens. And this is when I knew I fucked up because I let you walk in. I let you walk in first and just go where I'm like, hey, stay close. We got things to do. Let's move. Let you walk in first. And you're like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right, go. Which is the wrong thing to do. Because my man's leaves. And then he turns around. He says, hey, come with me. I'm like, no. You are a grown man. Go use the bathroom. Why the fuck do I need to go with you? What are we? What the fuck are we? 5? It's like, hey, just come with me. I'm like, what do you need me to go to the bathroom? Get what the fuck you need so we can get the fuck on. He's like, all right, just stay by the door. I just need to make sure that I'm good. Red flag number 1. Ladies, I get it when they tell you to look out for these red flags. Nigga, that was red flag number 1. I take this man to the bathroom. He in there for about 15 minutes. And then he comes out and he goes to the freezer section. Goes to the freezer section and gets an ice cream Snickers bar. The cold ice cream Snickers bar. This man ain't got a dime to his name right now. And he's looking at me like, can you pay for it? I'm like, nigga. So we go to the counter. Red flag number 2. We are at 2 red flags, ladies. 2 red flags. This man is just standing there the whole time. Now I'm paying for the food, paying for the Snickers bar. I think you grabbed some chips or something else. You grabbed something else, right? It was something. It was a drink or something. I'm paying for the shit. And the lady behind the counter, she's a little cute. She's, got her hair done, her nails done, and she's looking at me. And it's like normal conversation, like normal customer service conversation. Is that all? Did you find everything you need? Oh, yeah. It was like normal shit, right? I look to my man. He got this dumbass look on his face where he's fucking smiling and cheesing for no reason. We get in the car. The first thing that comes out of your mouth. They on me, bro. They on me. I don't know what it is about the boy, but they feeling me. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Shorty behind the counter, she was feeling the boy. I'm like, wait, what? She kept talking to the boy. She wouldn't let me leave. Explain yourself, sir. Explain yourself.
That was the oops. Oops. All berries.
Red flag number 2.
All berries. All crunchy berries.
And to make matters worse, now I had to get gas. We go to the gas station, the ghetto gas station, right at the corner, the cheap gas station. The one that robs you. Yes, that one. That one. Now, we pull up to the gas station. I give my man a dub. I said, hey, I need you to break this. Get a snack, get something small, get some Skittles, like $1.99, and bring me back the change and put the rest in wherever the fuck I need, because we were paying like bridge toll or whatever the fuck. And I give him the money, and I'm thinking to my head, this was a bad idea. I'm thinking to myself, this shit's a bad idea. But against my better judgment, I send him in anyways. 5 minutes go by, 10 minutes go by. Now I'm starting to get worried, so I run in. My man's got himself a egg salad sandwich from the gas. Paul, a gas station egg salad sandwich. You indulging?
You. It was definitely not an egg salad sandwich.
What was it?
It was a chicken salad sandwich.
Eve gas station chicken salad sandwich.
It was a chicken salad sandwich.
Does that make it any better? Paul is looking at. Paul is sitting there looking at you.
It was tough.
Paul is looking at you like you done fucked up. Like he knows you fucked up.
It was a bad decision.
It was a bad decision. Man, it wasn't rolling nowhere. That shit was crawling. So my man gets the sandwich, and then we get to the counter. Another, ebony sister looking like she's at work on a weekend. I pay for the shit. I buy this nigga his sandwich, buy him his drink. We get to the car, put the gas in. He get in the passenger seat. The first words that fly out of his mouth. Number 2, the hose is on me. They own the. I don't know what it is. And now I'm looking at this man like he officially has lost it. He has lost his mind. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, shorty behind the counter. She was feeling me too. That's 2 girls in one. I'm like, this nigga crazy.
He remembers it a lot differently than I do.
I remember it how it happened. How it happened. Because I wasn't intoxicated.
I mean,
I was in my right mind.
Oops. Oops. All crap.
Now the coup de grace. The coup de grace. I asked this man, hey, I'm about to go to Nations. Let's go get some food. He all for it. I said Nations. That was like telling me. There is. I'm hoping to gain these sponsorships. They better pay me after this.
Oops. All berries.
They gonna pay me. But yeah, no, we hit Nations. And my man gets out the car. This is the grand finale. We get out in the car. Egregious. He says, what you told me to order? You said, just give me.
If you thought everything else was egregious, this just finished it.
We get out, we walk in, he tells me to order his food, and then you say, I'll be right back. I gotta go use the bathroom. And so I'm like, all right, cool. I order his food. I go, I sit, and I'm sitting there waiting for him. And he in the bathroom for a while. And I'm wondering, you have to go, boo boo, what you in there for? So I go and I knock on the door. I'm like, Ski, you good? All I hear is
Yeah.
that chicken salad sandwich, that frozen Snickers bar, ice cream bar,
And wanted to revisit the real world.
it,
It
came back to life.
It didn't want to go down that easy. Yeah. Yep. I was done.
Moral of the story is, Meg, stay quiet. Just stay quiet. Because I don't think you remember that night the same way. I personally don't think you remember the night the same way. I think what you thought had happened and how adamant about the situation you are. Oops.
Oops. Crunchberries.
Crunchberries. Like I said, this is your boy G Stack G-wayt. This is the What Is It podcast. We going live. We doing big things. We talking about some things, man. And that's not the only thing that was in the news, man.
Yeah, that wasn't the only thing, man. What did he do? What did he do?
Diddy did a lot.
Well, did he do it?
Diddy did. Diddy did.
Yes, he did. Yes,
Diddy did.
Yes, Diddy did. Yes,
Diddy
Diddy did.
So, I guess yesterday's newest big bombshell for Diddy, which kind of I think has officially fucked up his case, is the prosecutor done brought in some new evidence, and this evidence kind of hits home for us. Yeah, let's dig into the evidence. Let's go ahead, Paul.
They can't prepare a proper response. It's a common objection.
But the judge.
The judge, according to the transcript, ruled no, the recording could be played.
Okay. So that was it. Point of no return.
Pretty much, because that's when the prosecutor reveals what it is.
The bombshell.
Yeah. This recording was the final private recording made by Prince Rogers Nelson.
Wow. Just, wow. The courtroom, the transcript says, just froze.
You can imagine. A collective gasp, probably.
Right.
Complete silence. Even Diddy looked genuinely stunned.
That phrase, final private recording, it carries so much weight, doesn't it?
It really does. Almost like a last testament from someone who can't speak anymore. Gives his words a unique gravity.
So the recording starts.
Yeah.
And it's not the Prince we know from, like Purple Rain.
No. The transcript describes his voice as quiet, low, uneasy, almost like a confession.
He says he doesn't know who he can trust anymore. That sets such an unsettling tone right away.
It does. It sort of strips away the icon and shows someone vulnerable, maybe even fearful. That rawness gives it power.
And he goes on to describe these private parties Diddy hosted.
Okay,
Miami, the Hamptons,
Pause this
LA.
real quick.
And the detail.
So they brought in Prince, like Prince Rogers audio, from my understanding, detailing what he knows about the Diddy parties, what he knows about the infrastructure, not just the freak offs, but the whole fucking infrastructure that Diddy has set up. Yeah. Do you think, first off, why the fuck do you think Diddy would even be meeting with Prince during this time? What
I couldn't even
I'm
guess.
going
I
off
really
of
couldn't.
from a business mindset. I think he might have been trying to like sell his catalog to somebody, and at the time, during this time, there's only 3 major black, industry. Well, there wasn't just 3, and that's a whole nother conversation in the industry. But there was only a handful of people he could have been shopping to, and Diddy was probably one of them. So, if Prince didn't trust you with his music, you know you was doing some wild shit.
Truthfully.
Yeah, and for you to tell him the whole shit, tell your whole, structure to the game,
Right.
that was a dumb move. Because
Nah.
Prince is telling everybody.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, apparently the evidence that Prince has been sent to 3 other people. He has proof. He has fucking videotapes, hard drives, the whole nine.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So that's what the bombshell is. So, and during the time that they're telling all of this, Diddy is getting visibly upset and screaming and yelling in the courthouse.
Yeah.
Do you think he did it? Now that this evidence comes out and has officially, he's on trial for racketeering, running an empire like the mafia.
Yeah, I mean, he had multiple artists, and like, there's a lot of speculations going out about him and Biggie.
That, like he
That's
had
a-
Biggie,
that's-
he had
yeah.
Biggie set up,
He had Biggie set up. That's another one.
as well as he had Pop killed.
Yeah.
So all these so-called legends and allegations, they're starting to fold into play.
Yeah. It's a lot.
And we got 6 more weeks.
And it's not looking good.
We got 6 more weeks of this.
That's all I'm saying. Right now, it's not looking good for Diddy.
So does that affect
The
our
points
whole,
are stacking against you.
does that affect your whole childhood now? Like all the music that came out from Diddy that he's responsible for. Do you now look at the Outkast Players Ball video, knowing that Diddy directed it and wanted Andre 3000 to take his shirt off differently? These are all
Where's
facts.
the camera?
Do you now look at?
I don't know what to say, ladies and gentlemen. This one is.
Do you look at all these?
We gonna have to let the court, the
public opinion.
a public opinion,
Man.
the judges, juries decide, because
Prince even said,
it's just not looking good.
he even said
right
it's
now.
not about protecting the art. It's I should have been protecting the artist. That's a deep statement.
That is a deep statement, because
That's all I'm trying to do is protect my artist, and I own a label. Like my artists go through it. and I
yeah,
gotta
like
protect it.
the art will stand its time, but you got to have something that can make that art the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody can create the same type of art.
Yeah.
Not everybody has the same vision. So
It's a wild moment.
It is a wild
This is
moment.
definitely a time that we're gonna have to revisit. But we are low on time today.
yeah,
We're gonna have another episode every Thursday around 4:00. Y'all tune in to my YouTube page where I will be live streaming the What Is It podcast. I like to give a shout out to Impact Music Group, all my artists from Dree Baby to Lohe Rose to Sad Ho the Goddess to my man OB to my man Poochie to my man Jay Abrams. Bro, we got hits coming. We got music coming for the summer. Make sure y'all follow me at GWAYT on all socials, especially Instagram. It's right here, right under me, as you can clearly see. Just follow me there. More episodes coming, more shows coming. I got more people coming in to do their shows that are also connected. Skate, what you got coming up, man? Tell them. Talk to the world.
well, I got a single out now. You can look it up on Apple Music and Spotify, called Just Mercy.
Under
And
the what label?
Under the Impact Music Group label. So I got more music coming out. Also, you can follow me on at my Instagram down below at Drewski Loves Pips. And yeah, we gonna keep on rocking to the
Keep
summer.
doing this. And
all through the
hopefully
summer.
DK shows up so he can get his happy ass on this show
The marathon
and help
continues
us gain these sponsorships.
in a
I'd like
real
to
way.
thank y'all for sitting back listening to the What Is It podcast. This has been a lovely first episode. We gonna definitely get this together and move in the right direction. Remember, stay prayed up and keep moving forward. You know what I'm talking about? It's your boy G-Stack G-wayt, aka your favorite producer, aka Mr. Couple Bands. What's happening?
You already know what it do, Ski. It's your boy Drewski, and we out of this.